Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office. This call will be recorded and monitored. Your advance pay account balance is...
It's Ken Hovind.
$18.26.
Lady, it's Ken Hovind if you want to get on the other line.
For customer assistance, billing inquiries, or to block future calls, dial 1-877-650-4249. To hear the cost of this call, press 8 now. To accept this call, press 5 now. To decline call. This call is subject to monitoring and recording. Do not use three-way or call waiting features during this call. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello, Ken Hovind here. Is this a good time?
Yes, sir. It's absolutely a good time. Nice to hear from you, Mr. Hovind.
How was the vacation?
It was great. Thank you for asking. I look forward to the day when you can take a vacation too.
I am so way past ready for that.
I bet you are. I bet you are.
Hey, a couple of quick thoughts. I just talked to Ernie. Several people have written to me and said, hey, I wrote to my congressman and he gave me a form letter saying we can't get involved in an active case. I think you're probably the one to fix this problem. Almost all the congressmen are going to tell you they can't get involved in judicial department, and they've got a form letter for that. They're missing the point. Congress can get involved in changing the laws that underlie this case. But you need to produce something that goes back to these people or goes out on the loop and saying, look, if your Congress writes you this form letter, then you need to say, dear Congressman, you're missing the point. It's not that I want you to get Ken Hovind out of jail, though that would be nice. I want you to change the laws that put him there.
Ah, okay.
Change the structuring law. Eliminate that. That's stupid. Shut down the IRS. Nobody can follow that code. They can lock up anybody. It's retarded. Shut it down. You don't need that at all. Also, you could say, Congressman, you do have the right to investigate judges, and if there seems to be impropriety on the part of a judge, it's your job to impeach.
That's right. Did Ernie tell you the new information that just came to light about Judge Margaret Casey Rodgers? About she ruled in a case where two school officials could not say a prayer even though no students were present. Were you aware of that?
I didn't know about the no students present. Yeah, I knew she was the one. Frank Lay, L-A-Y, was the Pace High School principal.
Right. Now, that's what I read in an article. I haven't confirmed it for sure, but the article I read said no students were present. It was just a bunch of school employees gathering at an after-school event, and somebody asked another person to say a prayer, and she got involved. And I don't know all of the details, but it's obvious that Judge Margaret Casey Rodgers has an anti-Christian bias, and she should recuse herself.
Well, I've asked her, and she won't.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way to win in this court, but there is a way to win in public opinion.
Right.
It needs to be so that whether I win or lose in this trial, I win as far as getting the gospel out to people. People need to know, hey, Ken did not commit a crime, and who the real criminals are.
Amen.
Now, please publish all that stuff.
Amen. I will absolutely do that. There's a few things I have for you too, but go ahead and anything else you want to say. I'm taking notes and want to make sure I get everything you have to say.
Bernie said there's a Canadian guy helping with this named Joe, Canadian guy Joe, who's doing a lot of research, which is great. I can't call or email from. I can't call Canada or email from here. But I was in here with a guy. He's gone home now, but he said he worked at a halfway house or something in Pensacola that Judge Rodgers either profited from or owned stock in or managed or something. I don't have any more details than that. I should have written it down. But,
yep.
If a judge is profiting from slave labor, basically, for 2 cents an hour or whatever it is, that ought to be known also. I don't know that it's true, but it ought to be investigated.
Right. I have been looking into that. I haven't found anything yet, but if you have that gentleman's name, I don't know if you remember his name.
Yeah, I don't. I'll have to ask the guys in the Bible study and see who says that in the Bible study. Okay,
that is something that's on my things to do list, and I just haven't found anything yet. But I took a note of that previously and have done some initial investigation. It's just nothing's came of that yet.
Okay. Well, I think she could make a wonderful judge, and she's an extremely intelligent woman, and I would pray that God would get a hold of her heart, and she could be a godly judge for the next 25 years.
Yeah. Amen.
Well, I'm not anti-anybody. I want to help, but you're right. There seems to be a strong anti-Christian bias, and if this jury finds me guilty on one charge, I can assure you I'll get the max.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's it for my list, I think.
Okay. Well, let me just quickly mention. January the 28th. I think it's noon Eastern time. they're going to have a panel discussion. Pastor Wally Drake, and he's going to be coming and visiting you, I think February the 5th or 6th through the 10th. He's going to be there for the first 2 days of the trial, and he's going to try to come in, I think, because he has an out-of-state license, he should be able to visit you. And he's a good guy to have on the team. He's he's just a strong warrior for the Lord. He believes the Bible, and he doesn't back down from a fight. Did Ernie tell you that Pastor Wally Drake, I think he's in his 80s, but he's been around for a long time, and he also recently got a $50,000 bill from the IRS, and they're threatening to seize his own church property. And I believe he knows Greg Dixon as well. And he says he's met you in the past, although he said you probably won't remember him. I think it was the vice president of the Southern Baptist Convention at some point in time, and also he was vice president of Dr. Alan Keyes when Dr. Alan Keyes ran for president of the United States. So,
call from the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office.
But he's going to be boots on the ground during the first couple of days of your trial. He's going to be there 5 or 6 days, staying in Milton, Florida, and he'll probably come visit you. And I just think just to make mention of him to you so that you're aware of that. And he's got his own IRS thing that has just happened recently, and so. I guess because he got associated with your case, this is just me surmising this. They're going to target him now, but he doesn't back down from a fight, and he's a widowed man, and he's a strong warrior in the Lord. So he's going to stand up for the truth. So just are you aware of him? Does that name ring a bell at all, Pastor Wally Drake? Or
no, it's the first I've heard of that. I may have met him before, but are you aware that the February trial may be moved again to March?
Okay, yeah, I did hear somebody make mention of that, and thank you for remembering me again. Remembering that again. I will make a note of that and make sure that Pastor Wally Drake is aware of that as well. Okay, the next thing I've got is I've tried to send you a Strong's Paperback Concordance. I'm not sure if I sent it to you directly or to Chaplain Bob. Did you ever get that?
The only way to do it is to send it to Laura Beth Breaker, my secretary, and have her physically walk in and hand it to Chaplain Bob.
Okay.
It's a mess here. I don't understand the system.
Okay, all right. I will get a new copy to Laura Beth, and I'll have to reach out and get her address, but that's no problem. Okay, the Committees of Correspondence issue that we talked about earlier, it appears that Randall has gotten control of www.2peter3.com. I'm hoping that we'll be able to set up a forum so that everybody can post the latest updates, because I know it's very difficult for us all to communicate, and you're having to replicate things over and over again. So I reached out to Randall, and so he's aware of that, the Committees of Correspondence action item, and there's also, I've told Randall, and of course Ernie has the PayPal donate button, and I just want you to be aware, and this is something that's been discussed with Ernie and Randall as well, but we don't have like an easy way to refer people to donate money to your cause, and we have this long PayPal link. It's very, very long and hard to reference on a radio. There used to be a site called freekent.com, but that donate button doesn't work. I'm trying to work with Sam Swanson because he's in control of that particular website. But Randall assures me that that's something that he's going to get working. And of course, Ernie is handling all the finances. But the main concern, Mr. Hovind, is that when we're on the radio and we want to tell people what they can do to help, we don't have like an easy thing for them to point to. It's like this long PayPal link, and it's very long, cumbersome, and you can't say %, ampersand, dash, slash, you've got to be able to point them to an easy site. So 2peter3.com I think is the way to go, but Randall is still working on that, and it's not up yet, but Randall assures me he will get that up in the next few days.
Okay, Randall dropped his burning leaves and dropped his cell phone in the fire, so you can't call him or email him now, well, unless you kind of figure with Ernie.
Okay.
Now, Laura Beth can go visit him. She lives 6 miles away. And Josh Jocelyn lives close, can go visit him. Do you have those two contacts?
I do. Matter of fact, Randall has been replying to emails, so I've been communicating with him, and he's been very responsive. So, once he gets the new website up and running, hopefully we'll be back in business, and we just need that website up and running, not only for the latest updates, but, for a central place for everybody, so we don't have to keep replicating things, like you said, the Committees of Correspondence. Okay, the next thing, I've been trying to get you a Martin Luther book just so you'll have to read it. I'm interested in your opinion, but it's a very small priority, but I'm just curious if you got it. I'm going to keep trying to send it to you until you eventually get it, but I don't know if you got it or not.
What's the title of it?
It's called The Jews and Their Lies, written by Martin Luther as he was dying. It was in the later part of his life. It's kind of a controversial book, but Martin Luther did write it.
Yeah, any books have to go to Laura.
Okay.
To the chaplain.
Gotcha.
Hand them to the chaplain.
Okay.
Is the procedure.
Okay, I got you. Okay, that take a note on that. I've told you about Pastor Wiley Drake. The IRS sent him a bill for $50K, threatening his church property. Previously, you mentioned Tim Anderson and Alex Matthews. I have not been able to reach them at all. I'm going to continue to try. Is there any hints or clues on those two? Any two individuals that can help me reach out to them?
No, I may have a visit tomorrow, and if I think of anything, I'll tell them and have them get a hold of you.
Okay. Very good. Okay, gotcha.
Has he heard from Carl?
All right, I'm calling Dan Badandi in about half hour.
Oh, good.
He's the one to do another program.
Yes, he has connections into Infowars, which is huge. And don't hesitate to reach out to Pastor Manning. I think you have 2 phone numbers for him as well, and he's been very receptive to your cause, and he's a strong warrior in the Lord as well. The materials that I picked up from Don Bradley and Ben Proctor, I delivered to Creation Store. Those involved, Lucidell, Mississippi topological maps and Ben Proctor brochures for the Holy Land thing that he's rebuilding. And I just wanted to remind you that they're at the store. There's 37 books that you claim to have written in prison. I think Randall told me he's found 13 of them. I would like to obtain them myself and purchase them, but we're hoping that will eventually be put on 2peter3.com when Randall rebuilds the website. But he said he's only found 13 and he's looking for the remaining, of the remaining 37. But it's been very difficult to find those books, and so I want to. Yeah. Okay.
What about Forbes? He knows about Forbes.
Okay.
That's been the problem. My son and his ministry has been very reluctant to do anything, and I want them to be kept arm's length.
Yes. No. I understand. Because they'll be targeted next if they get too close. I understand.
He knows about Forbes.
And Randall has a list of all 37 books.
Okay.
But as far as the location of them, I think he knows everything he needs to get them or finish them or whatever.
Oh, good. Okay. Now, my last. This is a question I have. This is more of just your opinion, but if we were, I'm not saying that this can happen, right? But anything is possible with the Lord. But if for some reason we was to find a philanthropist and come up with 150, 200,000, is this an issue of money? If, in other words, if we had enough money to get a proper lawyer, do you think that you could get out, or is this goes beyond just money, right? We've got a situation with just good versus evil, and we're in the mire of a bunch of wicked judges and prosecutors and an evil system. In other words, if somebody could come up with 200,000, is there a lawyer that if we got that almost assuredly would get you out, or do you not think that's the case?
I don't know. We spent $100,000 on Alan Ritchie, and he got me nowhere but 10 years.
Yeah, gotcha.
The judge put pressure on him, and the judge said, "I want to remind you, you're an officer of the court." Well, he just turned into a kitten. He was really blasting old Scott Schneider on the witness stand, and the judge shut him down. So it would take...
This call is from the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office.
I don't know. You ask Ernie that question.
Okay, I will. Are you aware of the Forbes magazine article that was recently written by Peter J. Riley? And I guess you are, because you dialed into his interview. I'm trying to find links to those interviews so that we can upload them for everybody to see, but I haven't found the links yet, but I'm going to reach out to Ernie for that as well.
Well, I talked to him for an hour, 4 different 15-minute segments here, and I think they're going to edit it all down to 2 minutes for CNN in the next couple weeks.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to post the whole interview. I would think they would not want to, because I may ask Peter Riley some questions that I don't think he wants out there. So.
Right. It's a shame that you can't say as a precondition to the interview that only if the entire interview is made public at some link so that people can get the full story. I know that you want to get your story out in any way possible, so getting on CNN is a huge benefit, but I know that they're going to do exactly what you said, and it's very disturbing.
Well, why don't you email him and say, hey, it's Kent's desire, and it's my desire, and a lot of people, we would like to hear the whole interview before you edit it and chop it up. Can you just post it someplace?
Oh, I love that idea. I will do that. I'll email him and also try to follow up with a phone call. That's a great idea. Okay.
Well, and post your email publicly so everybody in the loop knows that you...
Yes, I love the truth will set you free. Nothing done in the dark will remain in the dark, and everything will be brought to the light. Amen. Very good.
That's all I want, folks.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Okay, well, you're certainly welcome to call back, but that was all I had. Any closing thoughts? And I want to do everything I can to help you, and we're back on the case. Feel free to call us anytime.
Okay. Well, like I said, win or lose in court, we have to win for the gospel's sake, where the world knows, hey, Kent did not commit a crime. He's being persecuted, and they need to know who the real bad guys are. So it doesn't matter if I go back to jail, in one sense, you know. I mean, I don't want to, but
Right.
Dave Fox's Book of Martyrs. Oh, gee, that's thank you there.
Well, we're praying for you daily. The church is not stopping. We will pray for you daily, sir.
Okay. Do you have the ability to record when I call?
Yes, I do, and I do often. Even when you, I was told not to bring that up because it could get you in trouble, but I'm not sure that it will get you in trouble. Let me know your thoughts on that in the time that we have.
Yeah, it does not get me in trouble here. They said it's...
Oh, we lost him. We lost him, but he said it does not get him in trouble if I record, so that's good. All right, that was Ken Hovind, January the 19th, 2015. We were cut off. I don't know that he'll call back because I know he has some radio interviews. He's certainly welcome to call back. We need to keep him in our prayers. The man is under Christian persecution by some anti-Christian judges and prosecutors and the entire evil system that wants to shut him up because he was making such strong headway against the lie of evolution and many other areas as well. So let's keep Kent Hovind in our prayers and never give up.